Hello everyone and welcome back to Baru Plays, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, continuing our road to becoming a Platinum God. And well, it's time to play The Lost. So, let's do it. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So 1RAL2HYF. So, The Lost is an interesting character. And I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure how exactly I want to handle this from a YouTube side of things. I mean, The Lost is a extremely difficult character. If you don't know how he works, basically, I do have the power of flight, and all devil deals are free. However, I cannot take damage at all, ever, period. I cannot get hit. The Lost has no health, and he cannot have health. So, it's a bit of an interesting run for him. So let's go ahead and see what we get for our first item room here. Oh boy, is that a terrible item for the Lost. Guillotine. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. That is just a bad idea. That is just a real bad idea. Guillotine is going to just make it so that way we are going to just ram right into some enemies. We're just going to put our big old body in there. It could potentially be useful. I'll think about picking it up, but I kind of want to clear the rest of this floor first. And let's see. Well, you know, with Pretty Fly, that's going to be 3 orbitals. You know, with double Pretty Fly pills, I think we'll go ahead and take it. That's some pretty decent coverage. That is some pretty decent coverage there. It is a little bit of damage. It's a little bit of tear rate, so it does have its uses. We'll just need to be extremely careful with where our body actually is. Now, you have to play The Lost on hard mode if you want to get the final unlock, which is Godhead. So we need to play... We need to get the boss rush and everything else done on hard mode. Both the chest, hard mode, and the dark room. So that's going to be all kinds of fun. All kinds of fun. Now, as far as tinted rocks go, it's almost a waste of bombs to try and go after tinted rocks, and that is because we really can't do anything. I'm trying to get my head in there, but that's a really, really risky decision. Just one light tap, and that's it. So I think we're going to not play it very risky here. I think we're just going to be slow and steady and see if we can get an unlock. See if we can even make it. I'm curious as to how far our first Lost run is actually going to get. So no bombs, we don't have 5 cents. Granted, arcades are not as valuable because we can't play out temperance machines anymore. That is not a thing we are actually able to do. So, yeah. And we got another Curse of Darkness, which is actually pretty good. I like getting Curse of Darkness because that's, you know, an okay curse. There's nothing really too bad about it. Oop. And the Cat of Nine was a pretty decent pickup there for us. A few hearts there. Can't really use those. We're not going to be able to also go into any kind of cursed room, which is going to suck. Now, one of the items that we are looking for, there are actually 2 of them, either the dead cat or trying to get a holy mantle. And we got an eternal heart from one of those poops, but it does nothing. You know, health is irrelevant. Health is 100% irrelevant. Anything that gives us a health up will not do anything. Alright. There we go. Let's see what we got in here. Shoop-de-whoop. Not the strongest item, but it is at least an item. It's at least a spacebar item. So I'll take it. I will take it. We're kind of full clearing everything out here. Now, the only thing we really even want from a tinted rock is going to be a small rock. Like, that's the only thing we even want. So, I don't know if we'll be... Oh, right, I have Doctor's Remote. Okay. Well, we at least removed the, champion from that. Alright, well, I need to actually remove the Doctor's Remote. Completely forgot I had that, but... Hey, whatever. So, it wasted one room. We'll go ahead and get rid of it. And... There we go. Now, thankfully, we are going to be able to at least grab all of these things that are out of reach, like keys, a bomb. And you know, I don't know if we should go for a secret room or what. That could easily be down there. Could be right here. There's two spots. I'm going to try and go for this one. Wasn't there. All right. But I don't think we're going to waste... I don't think we're going to waste anything going after... I don't know. Maybe I will go after Tinderbox. We'll see. Check the shop here. Doesn't look like we have anything of value. 9 volts, all right. It would make this a one-room charge. So that'd be pretty cool, but... I don't really have the money for it anyway. Alright. So let's go ahead and see what we get. Good old Larry. The worst kind of Larry. This is probably the worst Larry to be fighting. Because not only... Whoa! Whoa! Well, there we go. That is unfortunate. And now we're on Cellar. And I knew that was going to be a bad old time. I knew that was going to... Oh, there we go. Number 2. All right, let's get back into it. HVFHVEJN. Let's get back into it. I should have known that Larry was going to have a little bit of an issue with me. Larry, because there's 3 of them, they have a very unpredictable movement pattern. It's going to be interesting to try and fight them. It's going to be very interesting. But I'm feeling good about this one. I'm feeling good about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm breaking all these poops. I don't know why I'm spending all that much time, but hey, I'm feeling good about this one. Now, one thing I don't want to do is I really don't want to, like, hold R and wait until I get, like, a godlike run, because I could easily do that. I mean, I could just hold R until I eventually just get, you know, whatever it is I'm looking for, which is a dead cat, a holy mantle, a knife, you know, overpowered items like that. But I think I just kind of want to, you know, kind of just go for it. Kind of just go for it. All right. And picking up 2020 was not bad at all. Very nice item. Oop. Okay. Now we've got good old Duke of Flies. Hopefully we can find a damage up to go with this 2020. That would be ideal. Any damage up we pick up is basically doubled. And unfortunately, we got a magic scab, which does nothing for us. And it can't be right there. All right, well, I'm not going to search for my secret room on this floor. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I don't really have a very good idea of where it could be. Cellar 2. I'm a little worried. I'm always worried when I get Cellar as a loss, because the Haunt is just a lost killer. Doesn't really matter, like, what you got going for you. That boss there will end your run. And he will do so with no mercy. All right, so we've got 2 rooms here, so one of these is a library. If we can get 3 keys on this floor, I'd be very happy. Because that means I'll be able to check my item room, check my shop, and I'll be able to check and see one of those libraries. Hopefully we can get, I don't know, a Book of Belial. That would be really nice. So that way we can guarantee those double deals, which are free. All right. we've got our second item room here. No keys. Still no keys, unfortunately. Can I get a key from you? Nope, just a little bit of money. Well, here's hoping I can at least bomb my way in. Well, I'm not going to be able to bomb in over there. We'll place one right there and see if we get anything. Nope. So no secret room right there. I could try and see if I could bomb into the shop / library. That would be pretty nice. If I could bomb into this would actually be probably perfect for me. And I can. Okay. All right then. Okay. Well, I don't know where my secret room is. There we go. Go ahead and break those open. Yeah, let's take these out first. Take you out. There. Okay. Well, I guess this is what we're going with. At least we got Pin. At least we have good old Pin. You know, I'm happy with that at least. We did not get Haunt. So everything should be fine here. And this first Devil Deal is really gonna decide it on how exactly this run's gonna play out. So let's see what we have here. The Mark. Well, that's a damage up at the very least. So now we've got 2 damage. I'm a little disappointed that I can't get into my item room. Let's try bombing here, I guess. No, there is no secret room to be found. It's kind of like the only place it could be. No, all right, fine. I don't have secret rooms. That's fine. We'll just move on. Now, one of the items that would make this challenge extremely easy is the stopwatch. If we got one of those, challenges would definitely be a lot easier. Dead cat. Lord of the Pit. I'll take it. Lord of the Pit is a speed up if we can proc it. So I'll take a little bit of extra speed. See if we can't find keys this time around. Pretty Fly, definitely okay with that. So we can get 3 orbitals. There we go. What we need now is a little bit of tier rate, honestly. Well, and keys, but I have a feeling that this is going to be that run where keys just don't happen. They just don't show up. But we'll see. All right. When these guys pop up, I like to make sure that I'm like standing still or above the area because I don't want to accidentally walk into them. All right, so there's our item room. So that is a place that we can go. I got some more poops. Let's see what we got here. Tears down. That is not what we want to see. Kind of want to find some tears up. Thankfully, we do at the very least have... we at least have 2020, so that's kind of negating that tears down right now. But later on, we're going to want to try and fix that. Well, 2 orbitals. All right. Protect us from some tier effects, which we're definitely going to want when we go into the Isaac fight for sure, just so we don't accidentally get tapped. Oh, that's weird. Not sure why they're not running after me here. Okay. We have... Alright, well, we at least have some keys. So let's go find our item room. Let's go open up that shop. Let's go see what's in there. Hopefully they'll have something of value. Item room has... table. Okay. Alright then. And nothing really in our shop, unfortunately. Oh, that is not very good. That is not very good at all. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go into the boss and hope we can get a damage up of some kind from the boss room pool here. And we might get short stomped. So you'll notice I'm gonna be like moving constantly. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to get short hopped, which means he hops like instantly, which may end up happening anyway. If you're not already moving, you physically can't dodge. Woo, like that exactly. You can't dodge it because your reaction time just won't be enough. Oh, there he goes again. He's being real brutal with these short hops. All right, Mega Fatty is down. A little bit of tier rate, which is exactly what we wanted to see. We've already gone in here, so there's not really much for us. All right, well, that is pretty much going to be it for this floor. We've already found our item room. We found our shop. Nothing really in either of them. Now there is a cursed room. I'm going to see if we can maybe get a free one. Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I'll be getting a free curse room here, but we can check the other side. Anything in here of value? We'll definitely be doing that one. We will definitely be doing that. Okay, get the fire out first. There we go. Red chests are very important. If I can find another one of those pills, I'd be pretty happy with it. Alright, let's find out where they're all at. If you would like to bomb a couple of these mushrooms, I definitely would appreciate it. But if you don't want to bomb at all, you know, that's fine too. I am just as happy with that. There we go. Any keys? No keys. New pill, health up. Doesn't do anything for us right now. Alright, that one's done. I don't like these guys. They are a little unpredictable as to where exactly they're going to go. What do we got here? Puberty. Ooh. Alright. That's a really sketchy start in this area. Thankfully, they don't shoot their tiers that far. I actually could use Able to kill that one if I really wanted to. Can I find some keys here? Can I find just a few keys? Okay, he's gonna jump into the fire. That's fine. There's a heart. Looking for a key. Ooh, I'm getting real close here. Alright, there's our key. I gotta ask, do I want to use this in the shop or do I want to use this in the item room? I'm gonna go with the shop. PhD would be very nice. PhD would be amazing if I can get it. I'm gonna grab this key. I'm gonna grab that key, go check my item room. Sissy, not bad. She'll spawn a couple of spiders, help with my room clear. If I can make that cash, that would be really nice, as that is going to make it so that way all of my pills are always going to be positive. I would have liked to bomb that guy. There we go. Got 2 more bombs. And a little bit of cash. I'm gonna place 1 bomb on this and see what we get. I'm gonna guarantee that we get the PhD. I could have bombed the beggar and gotten another cent, but I didn't really want to risk that I would lose the PhD. So we're gonna go for that first. We're gonna pick that up, and then we'll go do our boss challenge room. All right. So now we're guaranteed to get, like, no negative... Not necessarily guaranteed to get good pills, just no negative pills. And let's go ahead and see what is in here. Some keys! And another Mega Fatty. That was a really long hop. Yeah, just keep doing that attack. Just keep doing that attack. Alright, what are you gonna do there, buddy? Okay, now we'll finish you off. What do we got here? Mega Maw, shouldn't be too bad. Just keep doing that attack for me. Woo! Alright. We got another key. We got a Tears Up pill, so that's very nice, and a bunch of useless pills. So I did all of that. Almost died for a Tears Up pill. Alright. Well, I did get a couple of keys as well, so I can't really complain, because I have been having key troubles. I have been having a few issues with keys. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do on the rest of this floor. Hopefully we can get another bomb so I can go check out that, go bomb that beggar. Let's see what we have here. Tower card. We're going to bring that right to the beggar. And, hopefully he'll... I don't know. I don't even know what I would want him to drop. Anything? Well, oh, this is a really tough decision. Do I want to put the tower card in the big room and maybe blow up some mushrooms? Now we'll go ahead and blow this guy up. And I get a faith bead. Woo. Alright. Well, hopefully the increased Devil Deal chance kicks in. That's all I can really hope for. Probably would have been better to put the tower card in the big room there and maybe blow up some mushrooms, get something. Maybe get a magic mush. That definitely would be nice. Alright. Let's see what we have here. Another puberty. And good old boss time. Alright, at least we got an easy boss. Ooh, almost walked right into a shot from him. Easy boss, almost died instantly. Alright. So, we got a useless boss item, a little bit of health up, and we're on to the next floor. Can't check that cursed room. Have no idea where my secret rooms are. And another cursed room. Oh boy. The blue champions. Alright. See what we have here. Paralysis. I think I'll pass on paralyzing myself. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. There we go. Not too bad. Another penny. What do we have in here? That is potential for another pretty good room. If I can get something from that chest, I would like a bomb for that, hopefully. Oh god. That was scary. That was real scary. Okay, let's see what we get here. There we go, some bombs. Alright. So let's head over here. Let's throw a bomb in, see what we get. Got a little bit of cash, so that's nice. I'll get you going that way. What else do we have here? Puberty. Like, I'm getting all these dead pills. I'm getting all these pills that just have no effect. And of course, these two masks are still alive. Alright. There's a tinted rock right there, but I think we're going to go ahead and ignore that. There we go. Let's find that item room before we fight the boss. Nothing in there. Alright, now we have 15 cents, so we can buy an item. And this should be an easy kill here. Just kind of push them into the spikes. Sorry if the commentary's a little, like, very matter-of-fact. Like, this is exactly what I'm doing, but when playing The Lost, you gotta have pretty much just straight focus the whole way through. Alright, a little bit of things there. Pretty much just gotta have straight focus or you're probably gonna die. That's gonna be a bad old time. There's our item room. Oh yeah, this is just a little two ghosts. Alright, what do we got in here? Well, I guess it's a spacebar item. I guess that's a thing. And I can walk in here and just poop the room. So that's kind of cool. Neat. Alright, well, that was an interesting room, to say the least. And we got greed, unfortunately. Not who we wanted to see. 50% off does not mean much to me because we're probably not going to be able to see. We're probably not going to see anything else. All right, well. Let's fight Loki. All right, well, at least the flying is going to help us here. We can kind of just, like, avoid him by just kind of sitting on the rocks. If he's just going to be like that. So I'll wait for him to be in a better position. Or wait for the spike block to be in a better position right now. And once the Lost gets Spectral Tears, because he is going to be getting that in the patch, he'll be definitely a lot easier to actually play. Alright. And unfortunately, this is not going to be the run that we make the boss rush on. Loki, I would appreciate it if we were not over there. If we could move away from that area. That'd be fantastic. Please stop being over there. Or don't. Or don't. There you go. That's a much better location for you. Alright, so box of stuff. What do we get? Stars card. A Tears Up pill. A safety pin. I guess that's better than the rosary. And Krampus. Our head of Krampus is a little bit better. Head of Krampus is just a tiny bit better. I think we'll use that. And now I want to go check that challenge room. Maybe we can find something in there that can be somewhat useful. Go ahead and open up this. Let's see what we get here. And that push pin's going to give us the occasional piercing tear, which is nice. Alright, doesn't look like we got anything for pills. Alright. Got a health up and a paralysis pill. Well, unfortunate. Nothing in there. Was hoping for something big. Didn't get it. Secret room. Hey, we found one. And we have PhD with all of these pills, potentially. Maybe we can find some more Tears Up. Let's see what we have here. Tears Up. Tears Up. Speed Up. Found pills, lemon party. Do we want to take Liberty Cap? I think we'll take the Liberty Cap, and we'll take the lemon party. All right. So now we're capped on tier 8, which is really nice. Now we just need to find a little bit more damage to go with this, because in our current state, we're not going to be able to finish with this build. Not even close. We need at least like a little bit of shot speed up, some damage up. We need more stuff. We need more. We cannot win with this. Well, I mean, we can. You technically don't need anything. You technically don't need anything to win, but, you know, I would like a little bit more. I can barely hit the middle of the room, which is a problem for me. I shouldn't be afraid to, shouldn't be afraid to just kind of, I don't know, use the Krampus head whenever I can. Alright, dead end there. Oh, we have ourselves a little bedroom. Alright. Well, that's neat. That's definitely interesting. But the reason I want to be able to make sure I can hit at least the middle of the room is if I go to the chest, Isaac, then... yeah, I want to make sure I can hit the middle of that room. And that was a useless item room there. And it looks like another useless one here. So we're going to go ahead and donate. At least try to, as much as we can. You know, get something in there. So even if we die, we at least got some money in the donation machine. That's really all I can do. What was this pill? Pretty Fly. Again, we got 3 of them. That's going to make our orbital situation really nice. There is a gambling machine if I wanted to gamble away the rest of the stuff, but I don't see any reason to do that. Yeah, I don't really see much of a reason to do that. Lockpick would be nice. Alright, well, there's not really going to be that much left, so... oh. He suicided and killed me. Huh. Alright, well... that was interesting. Well, we at least made it to the foot. I'm going to say that is going to be the end of this episode, and... I'm going to ask you all in the next one, how exactly should we handle the loss? Because a loss is going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of trial and error. Should I mix it up with some breaking runs with Isaac? I think in the next episode we might, you know, take the D6 for a run and see if we can't break the game a little bit. You know, just add a little bit of variety into things. The Lost is not something you're just going to be able to bam, bam, done. It's not going to happen. I mean... you can get lucky. You definitely can. You can definitely get lucky. But I only know of like 2 people who have gotten a 2 streak with the Lost. So, yeah. You're gonna die. Period. And you should never feel bad if you die as the Lost. Just be happy you even got anywhere. Granted, this run could have probably gone a little bit farther. Probably could have made it to the heart. I don't know. Damage ups were a bit low. Didn't really get too much. With the Lost, you pretty much have to get overpowered is how you need to play him. But I want your feedback. I actually do read a lot of the comments in the comment section, so let me know how exactly you think this should be played out from here on out. So thank you all for watching. That's going to be the end of the video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and I'll catch you all in the next one, everybody, for Road to Platinum God. Later.